Everyone, good night. I am back for a short stream, well, kind of short. Depends on how long this quest is.
If my calculations are correct, Wanwan Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure?
As we know, Wednesday is gonna be the update day, and we're gonna receive the Primo Gems for every Archon quest. So, and this is the last Archon quest that I have in the row standing, that I haven't done since 2 updates ago or something. So yeah. I have to do it. As much as I hate Scaramouche, but I have to do this fucking quest. I know it's kind of a redemption story or stuff, but I don't care about him. I don't care about your redemption. He doesn't deserve it. From me, literally, if I was in there, I would have killed him. Like, I don't give a fuck. Actually, it's a game, so yeah, sadly I cannot kill him. So yeah, whoever is watching, I think it's Ray, possibly. This is your time. Shut the fuck up, I'm trying to talk here, please. Jesus Christ. So anyway, let's start, I guess. Or continue, since I started by accident.
I guess I'll go with my textual criticism. Ugh. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No, of course I believe you. This is my first time.
So what, for the love of, traveler, I hear you've helped.
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
I see. My teacher chose this area of research.
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Hold on, Sawada.
Well, fair point.
Let me give you but in the end, apart from the...
That's right.
So first
Yes, my...
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happened even back then.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right. What's more,
Oh, the swordsmith? Yeah,
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes something then seem...
kinda hard.
Sawada, you left out the biggest...
Oh, yes, of course. How could I...
Get to the point.
According to information acquired...
Puppet?
Aha! Judging...
I literally don't give a fuck what he was doing there.
I agree.
Oh, and please read my essay. Sawada
As
was
much as I love
encouraging me to
Raiden.
follow him. Oh!
Wait,
But if it's going about Scaramouche, I don't give a single fuck about this midget.
Besides,
Just let me go to Naida, please. Just let me go to Naida.
Hey, so that thing they were okay. Then even if we did, after all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that, if you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like the Balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Oh, this fucker. Let me kill him. Bitch, where are you? Where did you go? Bitch, get your ass over here. I will send you into fucking hell.
What's the hurry?
Oh, I like the music though. Man, I love the fucking music in his place.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the Balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Shut the fuck up, let me kill you.
What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be laughed at? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
Yes. How do
But
you
if that's
know?
the
How do
case,
you know?
Why haven't you done it already?
Good question.
Flatter yourself. It was...
It's because the game doesn't allow me to.
Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
If I will do it, I would have done it a long time ago,
So
trust.
if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
No, I want to fucking kill this buttfucker.
About you, Nahida? Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean He's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones
I'll
are.
stop being edgy,
That's how it was
bruh.
between me and the Fatui.
Listen,
And also
the only
each
edgy
of the
fucker in
harbingers.
this game who I accept
So
is
as long as you
Xiao.
have
You can
some
go
value
fuck
to
yourself.
offer- Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you
He's
need
not a living
protection.
being, he's a fucking robot.
So, why not
He can
join
go fuck
forces with
himself.
us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nihira, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nihira, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit. Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul. Oh yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Yes, please, more lore information.
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect.
Ah, that's
The amount
convenient.
of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me.
Listen, if I
So
found
asked
out
the
that my
Balladeer to
sibling
search
in here,
Irminsul. Exactly! Or what
I would be gladly participating in this quest. But if it's about Scaramouche's redemption, I don't give a single fuck.
But sometimes everything is dictated
But if it's
by which
lore
side you're
or
on.
about my sibling, yeah,
How
then
things
yes,
will go in the
please.
future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There's a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it. Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help? I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Bro,
Even
I
though
will
he only has a
snap his
fraction of
neck
full
from
power
behind.
left, that's
I
still
will
a fraction
fucking,
of a former harbinger.
I don't know, throw him
If you
down
could
to the
accompany him,
crocodiles. Like,
it
he
would
can
put my
fucking die, I
mind
don't
at
care.
ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the upgrade. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Wait, what? Right now? Hey yo, chill the fuck down. I just came here. Are we gonna fight right away? Well, my boys are ready. My boys are by already.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time.
And this fucker is here.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand
Thank
that
you,
prisoners
Paimon.
have
For
to put
once,
up
I
with
agree.
harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Listen, bitch.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going.
I suggest you shut the
Or
fuck
did
up.
you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's...
We can start now.
Listen, I don't care how much of a curl.
Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
So, what happened? Are we going in the main? I guess so.
Wow. So this is the end. Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
It looks like a place, like it looks like inside of a computer.
Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so... say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Like you know anything about this place, bruh. Right.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction.
Wait, you're walking straight onto it.
getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
I will not relax around you, bitch.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
Reminds me of the Sakura tree in Inazuma.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
Ah, that was for fucking killing you.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
I didn't trust you, fucker.
For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our
heads? That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
I don't care about his past at all. Okay, he's a crybaby, bruh.
So, you made
He became
contact
us
with
because his
that
friend died. Because he was a human,
It's
bruh.
true. Betrayal
It's
turned the
reality.
Balladיר
What
into
can
the
you
person
expect?
he
We are all
is
going
today.
to die, even him, and you, and all of us.
Got nothing to
Like,
get under
bruh.
that guy's skin.
It's not gonna make me
Turns
sad
out
or
you
angry.
can
Come
be
on, this is just
hurt and angry
reality.
Just like anyone else.
Everyone has
You
a
fucking
history,
weak.
Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation. Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Didn't Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage.
Okay, so Fatui knows that we are from other world. That makes it problematic. That makes it problematic.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Then it means that I could possibly know that we don't obey the laws of this world. And that we have multiple elements. And they can possibly adapt to our power. Yeah, that's not good. That doesn't sound really good.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Oh, I did the furnace thing.
Is that so?
Are we going back to the furnace? Because I did that thing. With the energy field and shit.
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else.
Who the fuck
Under
are you?
your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. As I understand, the forging industry with Crystal Marrow has skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this...
Yes, well, you allowed Akame to take all the... even now.
You flatter.
So you say, Escher.
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently,
Are you talking about delusions?
as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside. None of the people who went out to get... But that doesn't faze you, does it?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've...
Because the black mist are
Mikoshi
delusions.
Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events.
After all...
Listen, I don't know who you people are.
Ash, I'm here because I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look in your eyes...
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you... I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Oh, you're dead.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias.
Fontaine?
And that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatara Suna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Dottore! Is it Dottore?
Kill me. There's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is
Fucking Dottore.
Some may not see him as a person,
Ah,
but
his voice
you
actor
told
is
him
fucking
yourself,
hard. I gotta give it that.
You're not a
He's
puppet.
fucking hard.
You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
I would say that he's as good as John Glees, no cap.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
The Fatui? Who? What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside
was the furnace already there before?
However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Oh, this Tori is a cheeky bastard.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone...
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat.
Oh, just you wait, fucker. Just you wait. When I get to you,
Will your puppet friend become a human?
I'm gonna get wrecked just like
quite impossible.
Just like Senor, I promise. I fucking promise.
Already dead.
I will clap your cheeks just like Las Senoras.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings.
Oh, you mentioned Jester.
What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore!
How are you even mad? He's mad.
Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why do we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Fucking Tottori. And let's not forget, Tottori is number 2 of the Harbingers. And top 3 Harbingers are equal to Ghosts. So Archons. So you gotta understand how powerful this fucker is.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the Balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Miwa's heart into the device and handed it to the Balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the Balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Miwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The Balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth.
How can a heart of the dead protect someone? Doesn't make any sense. What kind of blood armor is this?
Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the Balladeer threw the heart to the ground.
Sounds like plot armor, doesn't make any sense.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent...
Yes.
Tottori, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that it won't.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
Athens responded?
Someone wished for her?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time.
Bam! And there's the official confirmation. Jester is fucking Conrian. There it is. And as the final boss, it's gonna be a big fucking trouble.
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long.
What are you trying to do?
I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me. Give me your hand.
Why would I do that?
Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
I don't think so.
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for
Or
a
actually,
second.
wait a second. If you
Nothing.
remember A
I was just thanking him for helping
and
me.
Makoto, and the Sakura tree is basically Makoto, but it was
So
grown
long.
when we came there over
I
there, but it
suggest
was
you get
already in
yourselves
the
out of here
outside for a
quickly.
long time ago.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up!
So technically it was a space between outside of time. I know, it may be possible.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Yeah, but how?
Oh no, he's really gone.
By using really finding around,
Oh, can you hear me?
you really think searching around the tree will you find him, bruh? Are you dumb?
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Blood armor again.
Go! Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Where did this fucker go? Because if he's gonna mess up with time, this might not go very good. I mean, I don't know how time works in Teyvat, because it's lost. But messing with time in general is a very bad idea. Because it can either fuck up the future or destroy the future in general. And we don't want that. So we need to catch this guy before he messes something up.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice is gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already in real life! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it. So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Oh, Paimon's so confused. Huh? Ah! Sorry, Paimon accidentally... But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible? There's no way he'll actually... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so... Alright, Paimon will start. First day. And Dre and Chili... Oh! What do we... What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon said... The Balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name, though.
Did this fucker actually do it? Yeah, good question.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something... So, the Balladeer. Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Find my Paimon, but... Is everything
Huh? Did this fucker actually pull it off? Did he actually pull it off? Ain't no way. Nah, no. Ain't no way you pulled it off. Ain't no way. How the frick? You can't erase yourself from history, and you don't cease to exist. What the fuck did you do? Were you never a harbinger to begin with? No. Huh? What the fuck? What the fuck did this midget do?
It's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question The once renowned Raiden Gokuden. The art of most of the greats, but fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden if my memory serves me.
Oh yeah, we learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then.
That, in fact, he told me that there is no harm in telling the Raiden Gokuden were the target.
Vengeful.
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day. Knowing that they had just one chance, the smith's death, though heroic, dealt in his heart. The whole powerless and destined. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. Finally, in his fury, he murdered. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato, that is why the Kaedehara clan.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why? My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. They're on to the next step.
Oh yeah, we need to check every single place that Balladeer affected, isn't he?
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking for the commission...
Are they out on...
The commissioner is out on business.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else...
We'll be heading in then.
Hello, dears. Of course, what would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. As for the commissioner...
So pretty much business as usual on the yacht.
Very much.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very well, Miss Kami. I must say, I mean, whenever the commissioner, they say they get Miss Kami-san. It's been as someone who, so in the future, wonderful.
Paimon likes it. Paimon's itching to try it.
Of course.
All right, goodbye for now. Great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry.
All right.
Oh, are you 2 leaving already?
Yep, everything.
Very well. Safe
What? Huh? What outlet big guy? What? Huh? There's another quest. Are you serious? Well, I would have known. I can't continue the quest because of another quest. Well, that's a first. That's a fucking first. Listen, we've made the film already. What do you want even more? Okay, now I literally don't care.
Let's get down to business.
I'm going in! Rain cutter!
This will be frozen in time. Dodge this! From whence you came! To the berry! See no more! Boom! Swift and merciful!
No, my sword! Witness the power of Guptu!
Get frostbite!
Everybody stand!
Spirit blade! Attack! A touch of frost!
Bitch, come here.
Finally, to the berry!
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Let me...
Forth, my blade! A touch of frost!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
Submit for judgment! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
And now you're going to fucking die. Now you're going to fucking die.
What's the hurry?
Easy game. Easy. Easiest movie in my fucking life, bruh. Come on. That was easy
Ray
as hell.
outlines your fate.
That was easy as hell. We beat the shit out of those samurai. Come on, can this guys go faster? I need to finish this Scaramouche's one. Are we not done? Are you serious? Okay, no. Let's not waste time and continue, because it's better if we finish this shit. We skipped through quite a lot. So hopefully there is not much left.
Well, here we are.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that...
Xavier? What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area.
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Story.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something?
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? I do know the word. Inazuman for those, but sadly, I've never had... Of course!
Oh, we're leaving?
Oh, you're most welcome. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for. Sure, but keep your smile, Spinal. Come on. All right.
I don't know, man, it's kinda sus. So you want to tell him that he's not the puppet anymore, and he was never the puppet of Raiden. But if he was never the puppet, then how the fuck? Huh? I am so confused right now. I am so confused right now.
If my calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure? Time to act.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you...
It's the same topic we discussed last time.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh!
I presume you'll want to read mine.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last...
What did you find out?
It's a long story. Basically...
Wow. So many...
Well.
Ugh. This new info...
Yes, okay.
And they're back at it.
Oh, so...
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you find...
Will do.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting...
The Balladeer? It sounds like some kind of code name. You look troubled. Is... Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong?
Quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer, but how is... As the Traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. Nevertheless...
So, you believe that...
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from... So if there's anyone in the world
Paimon's having a hard time under...
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been... Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right? Once the Balladeer he couldn't keep hid. The story makes sense. The Balladeer, that power that...
Yeah, it just feels so...
Please wait a moment. Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Is this a fairy tale?
I authored this record.
Huh?
When combined with...
Hold on. So this record served...
Yes. Changing the information that Irminsul can't...
That's incredible!
And sending the Traveler into Irminsul with the Balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew he'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. the now erased life of the balladeer. There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us. Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
We solved it!
I remember now. This is not just the balladeer's story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really... Paimon has no memory.
The balladeer agreed to help me look for information before he vanished. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, But in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot.
This is why so the answer, when you give someone the truth to others looking, never forget. And that is what you...
Yeah, Mihiru's right.
Good idea.
You got it. Come. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
We're not done yet, come on. Huh. More shit for me, I guess.
What should we eat first? Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. What is it? Have you
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid! Didn't you see? Look, if...
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so...
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You see, I don't want to take advantage, so...
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess.
Leave it to me.
Stop. You don't want money.
That's right. We can talk more.
Hey! What do we do now? Okay, stay out...
Yeah. This...
Even though you say he's the bell... Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should... Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. No, we haven't met. But I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've... Okay, but please let me
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm. And he let me take shelter in his cart.
That's...
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with...
Then let's return to...
How did he forget us? What the fuck? I need a fuck. Hey, he's not gonna be very happy with this development.
What's the hurry?
Here you go, boss.
Oh, you really...
Something's come up, and they need to borrow...
I was just about to...
What?
I get it, okay? But look, imagine... But anyway, take...
But I don't... No. Then I suppose this is where...
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Thank you. All right, done.
Come on, can it end faster? I want to sleep. I need to finish this damn quest before Wednesday. There's barely any action, come on, man. We're only talking and that's it.
What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you were trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes. Something far more distant than the past.
Okay, I have to ask. Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to... If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no... But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even... Actions rooted in persistence, sometimes...
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time.
That is the nature of truth.
It seems like my previous...
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but... Yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! He's got so much to...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet.
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't we...
Don't worry.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, good point.
Understood.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Are we gonna find his mechanical god version? Oh, boys, this might be problematic. Ah, sure, let's the fuck not. A bit of a challenge is not a problem. Let's hope that made it easier for us in here, otherwise I'm fucked. Yeah, we're definitely gonna fight Scaramouche and his robot.
This looks like...
Right now, you're in these memories.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway.
All right.
Wanderer, this is the...
Is that because this...
You...
I hear footsteps.
This place is... No, there's no... There's someone passed out? You're awake! Huh.
This man is caught...
And the rest is his...
In the original...
Let me get you...
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the second in command at Tatarasuna, but Katsuragi...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Oh wait. I just...
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Oh, another chest. Where?
No, my sword!
Ow.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born.
I was abandoned.
Okay, I heard my mom and he kept calling.
But you can't.
Yup. Oh, this child, after his mother, after leaving. What happened to the He died from this.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family!
The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
See, you're fucking weak, bro. You're fucking weak.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. You've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
The unfated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
It's Jester's voice. Oh shit.
Everybody stand!
Bitch, who the fuck are you?
Let me weave you a...
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool as this.
Fourth, my blade. One with my foot.
Dodge this.
From whence you came.
Counterattack.
No, my sword!
Cool it.
Oh, hi, bro.
Come at me.
No excuse for slackness.
Killjoy. We all need to.
Submit for each other. A touch of frost. Swift and merciful.
My work.
I see through you.
No, you don't.
Miscalculated.
Oh, we were here before.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here. Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling
Senora.
your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you
Damn,
are a
haven't
part
seen
of
you
this
in a
plan.
long while.
Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the Doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
But you're
I
already
just can't
dead.
have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest.
I might be hard on copium, like very hard on copium, but I think Signora will return.
The victory feast.
She will. Near endgame somewhere, but she will.
Poor little tongue?
Don't forget, she's a phoenix after all. She's a phoenix.
Fire talking to me like that.
And phoenix are resurrected.
Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now.
Say as much copium as much as you want, but I believe that she will come back. They cannot just kill her off. Look at her fucking body, bruh.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to...
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence?
Hey, mirror mommy.
Can't you think of a
mirror
nice
mommy
way to express yourself?
Are there two of them?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! I'm going in!
From whence you came?
I'm sorry, mommy.
Are you here to play with me?
Rain cutter!
The more, the merrier.
Let's light it up!
Where is this bitch?
We go! Everybody stand!
Submit for judgment!
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Witness it!
Don't get frostbite.
But how did you get up there?
Dodge this! One with my blade.
Teamwork is trick!
From whence you came?
But this fucker.
Oh, so sorry.
Body and...
Bitch, you're going to die. Sheesh. It's lagging? It's not lagging on my side.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
No. We got a heal. Oh, yes.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was alas, after
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest...
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
Adventure time!
Just bring me to the Mecha Scaramouche. If we have to fight this fucker again, I will beat the shit out of him.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes? Are there any...
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life...
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, no matter the consequences, can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world...
Regaining your memory, are you sure you want to...
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. But then I met you, and I finally... I've always felt it, so I beg you.
Very well, since your mind...
Oh, cinematic.
You've made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is... my...
Is he alright? No way!
Let's go. God damn the animation, bro. Good lord. Holy fuck.
Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Bitch, I don't care. God damn.
Die.
Oh shit. Are we gonna do...
This
oh.
is trying my patience. Questions?
Run.
At my command, you shall fall. You're dead.
Kinda weak. Kinda weak.
Bow your head.
Ow, 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 I'm dying. What the fuck?
Squall and Fury. That's far enough. My endless cycle begins.
Oh no, not this.
The wind rises.
Oh wait, what? How am I not dead? I need the fuck. What kind of cheating is this?
Insignificant past.
Are we going to second phase in or not?
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me.
Not even a millisecond.
But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
And you got an animal vision. Surprisingly, you got a fucking animal vision. Man, that's a long ass quest, man.
Welcome back, traveler, Paimon, Balladeer.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But after learning about everything, I'm not planning on
So, you're quitting the Fatui for...
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali.
But that doesn't mean you...
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes. And I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you up, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the Doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. Oh, right. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, But I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are...
I'm glad you're able to think, Traveler. In the future, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly... I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrent, so that's how you found out who's fit. Well, whatever your reasons, borrowing and returning are the only real relationships, but...
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can... I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops, and some things in this world can never be brought back. Everything that you feel is real. To be human is to live with imperfections.
But humans can't live without a heart, can't...
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up...
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal.
Paimon!
Why?
Because...
A name is life's... The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on it...
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious...
Have you...
Okay, now this is dangerous. Because I heard if you name them incorrectly, you can be banned and stuff. Like, I don't want to take any risks, but does anyone have any suggestions? Like, not something dangerous, because I don't want to lose my account, you know? Is calling him midget is bad or not? Oscara mid. That is very risky. What if I call him a crybaby? And that's way too risky, man. It's way too risky.
Are you sure? Huh?
There! Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Take your time. I don't... Everyone who...
You mean...
Nah, it's way too risky. It's way too risky. It's way too risky.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being, even though the events have...
I see. Huh?
It's fine. Let them... What's that look for? That day will come. Alright. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today was...
Yeah, true. But even so...
Nah, it's way too risky. Fuck this shit.
He doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore. So we can finally...
Thank you both.
So, what now? Are we done? Or is it gonna be something else? Mr. Big Head. Yeah, you're a bit late. I just left him as a wanderer.
I've got it! I can end...
You mean
Yeah! I hope the dark cloud then won all these express life.
Catch the wind. What's the hurry?
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Just press on the live button. You should instantly catch up where I am at right now.
Wow, good! Huh? Look at the vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? Like, Paimon doesn't...
You sound lost and confused.
Hey, yo.
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Who the fuck are you?
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Whose voice is that? I have never...
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else...
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, who is that?
When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may
Are you
sway,
Fontaine Archon?
it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground.
Who the fuck are you? Your voice is fucking
broken
hot.
by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
What the fuck? Who are you? Are you the Hydra Archon? Who the fuck was that?
And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Okay, I don't really care what she said, but what was that voice? Are they gonna mind fuck us again in the fontaine?
Go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there.
With illusions and
Just
shit?
a moment, Paimon will be right back.
No, who was that voice? It didn't sound like the god from the start of the game. No. It didn't sound like it. All I'm gonna say, I don't really care about what happened to Balladeer, to be honest. But that voice right now, what the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that voice? It didn't sound like the cut from the beginning of the game. That's someone new. We haven't heard this one before. It could possibly be a Fatui. Fatui won't help us. Someone from Abyss? Doubt very well. So the only conclusion is that it's probably the Hydra Archon or the Geo Lady, like one of the two. I don't know. Highly possible it is the Hydra Archon. What the fuck was that? Oh, I can use it there in time. I see, okay. Can destroy it. Whose the fucking voice was that? Because it sounded hot as fuck. No copium. So as expected, he failed with changing the fate of the world via the Yerman soul. If he can't, then there is a chance that we can do it. And we might find out fate about our sister, or sibling, in another way. And whose fucking voice was that? How did Nahida not notice someone talking to someone to us? She should be noticing that. Are you telling me that the Hydra Archon is stronger than she is? Oh yeah, she's technically the youngest and the weakest. But now, Fenty is the weakest. I don't trust him either. He might not be the weakest, since he could be lying to us. Okay, I have a lot of questions after this quest. I don't care about Scaramouche and what happened to this fucking bitch. But this voice at the end, and about how we can change fate via the Yerman soul. We might come back to it in the fontaine. And it's something about the illusions and shit. How something affecting our eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Can you shut the fuck up, please? So if Nahida affects our brain, in Fontaine they will affect our eyes. With these illusions and stuff. I have a lot to think about it as a lore enjoyer. But yeah, thanks for watching. Ray, since you came late, you can rewatch the missing stuff later. Because you missed quite a lot. if that wasn't that much interesting, but okay. Okay, let's see, what quest do we have left? Ah yeah. The Alhaitham's quest. Date with Yunjin. Bruh. Yes, I'm one of the few who does care. The desert one. The Economia one. The film one. I don't really care much about the Alhaitham, but we're gonna stream the date with Yunjin next. Because, you know, Farozan is coming and I wanna date her too, because, you know, she's 100 years old, so it's fine, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching, good night, take care, have a good day. I need to go to the internship just today, so I have only 3 hours of sleep. Oh well. See you next time, guys. Oh, and I forgot to say something. I bought Bayonetta last week for PS4. And I will play this game after I finish my college completely. You know, we played DMC5, so we're gonna play Bayonetta. I do warn you, it's more cultured than DMC5, but the game style is pretty much the same. But it is very cultured game, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, good night.